What if the Aztecs conquered Europe? It begins not with cannons from the west, but sails from the west. Picture this. In this version of history, the Aztecs don't wait. Their empire, already powerful and organized, becomes curious about the endless ocean. Guided by skilled navigators and driven by ambition, they build massive fleets, wooden giants painted with symbols of gods and war. And then they cross. When they arrive in Europe, it's not a quiet landing. It's a storm. Spain is the first to fall, not to disease or diplomacy, but to strategy. The Aztecs fight differently. They don't rush to destroy everything. They dominate, absorb, and convert. Cities are taken, rulers are captured, and temples begin to rise where cathedrals once stood. Europe is confused. Steel armor clashes against obsidian blades sharper than glass. Horses charge into warriors who refuse to retreat. But what shocks Europeans most isn't the weapons. It's the belief system. The Aztecs believe the gods demand balance. And to maintain that balance, sacrifices must be made. Soon the heart of Europe begins to change. Massive pyramids rise in places where castles once stood. The skyline of cities transforms into something unrecognizable. Rivers run through ritual grounds. The sun becomes the center of everything. At first, resistance is fierce. Kingdoms unite. Armies gather. But unity in Europe has always been fragile, and the Aztecs know how to exploit that. They turn kingdoms against each other. They offer power to those who submit. They reward loyalty. Slowly, Europe doesn't just fall, it transforms. Languages blend. Cultures merge. A new world is born, one where Aztec rulers sit on European thrones, and ancient traditions mix with new beliefs. But then, something unexpected happens. The sacrifices begin to slow. Not because the gods demand less, but because the people begin to question more. European scholars, thinkers, and rebels challenge the system. They study the stars, the land, the cycles of nature, and they propose a dangerous idea. What if balance doesn't require blood? At first, this idea is punished, but it spreads. Even within the Aztec elite, younger generations begin to listen. They've seen Europe. They've seen different ways of thinking. And slowly, the empire begins to evolve. Rituals change. Instead of human sacrifice, symbolic offerings take their place. Art, knowledge, and innovation become new ways to honor the gods. The pyramids remain, but now they become centers of learning, not fear. And for the first time, two worlds truly merge. Not through conquest, but through understanding. The Aztec Empire doesn't just conquer Europe, it transforms it. And in the end, Europe transforms the Aztecs right back. Because the greatest empires aren't the ones that destroy worlds. They're the ones that learn how to rebuild them.